Mama Lynn, the founder of Light in Africa Children's Home. And today I would like you to join us on a journey which has been a very long journey and very challenging at times since I arrived in this country of Tanzania. In 1999, I received a spiritual call on my life to go and help the children who were suffering from HIV/AIDS and dying at that time, as there was no antiretroviral drugs. And today we're celebrating 15 years of my time here in Tanzania. So I'd like you to accompany me on this journey of visiting all the children who have come into care over these 15 years. My oldest boy, and as you can see, we feed our children very well, as he's grown up to 6 foot tall and towers over me now. So the decision had to be made, what are we going to do with our children when they finish secondary school? And I need to know before they go off to colleges that they can cook for themselves, they can take care of themselves. And so when each one finishes secondary school, they do a mandatory year and they come into Torchbearer, which is our for-profit organisation, and they learn life skills. So volunteers and guests, perhaps people who are staying or arriving from Kilimanjaro Airport, they can come and stay overnight here before going on their safaris or climbing Mount Kilimanjaro. So this is our place where we train our students before they go on to independent living. So we have created some lodges where our guests stay. We are now going to go to our home, which is called Happy House. This is where the children, after they come as babies and are brought up in our special needs unit, they then transfer to Happy House. So I'm going to just take them a little gift to celebrate this momentous occasion that I've actually survived 15 years here in Tanzania. I've got a gift! Oh, let's open it! Let's see what's in it, eh? Oh, there's a lot of it. Santa! Oh, thank you very much. Bless you. Look at this, isn't it exciting? Oh. Okay, what's in the box? Oh. What have we got? Oh.
Natulia.
What is this? You're ready with your hand, aren't you? Biscuits! Biscuities! Oh, look here. Okay. Moja moja. Moja moja. Everybody in line. Moja moja.
Line.
Line. Okay. In a line. Are we ready, Patrick, at the end? Okay, get in line. Okay, here we go. Santa Mama. Santa Mama.
Halima, sisema Santa Mama.
Santa Mama. Thank you. What do you say?
Santa Pedro.
Santa Mama. Patrick. Okay. Good girl, Layla. Good girl, well done. Santi Mama.
Hello.
Each year, Light in Africa welcomes volunteers from all over the world. And last August 2014, our volunteers were out with local doctors doing outreach medical dispensaries right out into the bush. And they rang me to say they had found a child who was starving. The doctor there had given him just 2 days to live. So I asked them to bring him into emergency care and we would see what we could do. I was absolutely shocked and appalled to see this child who was just skeleton. And I rushed him to Karatu, which is near Gorongora crater, to a special hospital. And the doctor, Frank there, said, "We don't think he's going to survive. He is so severely malnourished." And one of the doctors who was there, who was a specialist, a paediatrician, said, "In all my years, I have never seen a child like this. He's like a Holocaust victim." And I was counselled that he's not going to survive. This child is not going to survive. But I said to Dr. Frank, if this child has been brought before me, this child is not going to die. He's going to live. And then Dr. Frank said, "But what will he do?" And I said, "If he can walk, he can be a caretaker." And so I brought him back after he'd had emergency medical treatment, and then we started to fatten him up. And this is Patrick all this time later. He's doubled his weight because when we found him, although he's 12 years of age, he only weighed 16 pounds or 7.8 kilos. And now he's doubled his weight, he runs everywhere, and he's a right joy. This child who I have here today, who's lived with us for quite some time now, was found when she was 3 years of age. She'd never seen the light of day. Her mother had kept her locked away in the house because of the fear of groups of men coming and taking her and kidnapping her. One night the group came, broke down the door to get this child. The mother was very, very clever because she had made a compartment under the bed and trained the child to go in. And so when late at night the gang came for Margaret, the mama put her straight in the compartment. They broke down the door, then they broke down the bedroom door, but they couldn't find her because she was hidden in this compartment. But after they left, the mother knew that she could not keep this child any longer. She needed to be in a safe, secure environment. And so at 4 o'clock in the morning, she hid the child on her back with a cover over her, and she arrived at our gate. And these children with albinism have problems. They have problems with their eyesight and their skin conditions, and also can suffer from heart problems. But all of our children, who you will see today, are all doing very, very well, and we give God the glory for their lives. Asante sana. I love you. Has been with us for about 3-4 years now. She came with a group of 38 children in one day when the local social welfare department closed her home down because of bad practice. So she came to stay with us, and Although she's disabled, we place our disabled children, if they're able enough, in with a group environment so that everybody participates in taking care of Neymar. Because this is one way that I choose to break down barriers for the disabled child, because here in Tanzania sometimes there are a lot of bad practices regarding disabled people. This child here I brought from a different region of Tanzania. We were out doing a dispensary and we help thousands of people every year with free medical treatment and free drugs. And our local house mother asked me to go and see this mama who was expecting her 10th baby. After I had agreed that I would pay for the delivery of the baby, I was then taken round the back of the house and I found this child locked in a cage. We then sent in our social worker to do an assessment, and the social worker actually found the child tied to a tree. So she's been with us. We had major problems when she first arrived in care because she had had no toilet training or anything, and she got very, very angry with people. But we overcame that by every time she was upset, we would place her on the swing. So she loves to swing. Every day she's on the swing now and finds a real joy in the movement. And so she's doing really, really well now. Oh, Asante, I have brought you as a waddy because how many years is it since I've been caring for you?
15 years.
15 years, yes. Okay? Asante Sana, who's going to take it? Okay, Sally, you get to receive the zawadi. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye, see you later.
Thank you, Mama.
Bye, love you.
Mama, mama, yo, mama, mama, yo, mama. Mama, 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 yo, mama, mama, yo, mama, mama, yo, mama.
This is our high maintenance unit, our special needs, and abandoned babies are brought into this unit, and we have our high maintenance disabled children here. Let me show you our children. This is Judy. She and her sisters were abandoned last year at Christmas. Homes were found for the other 4 able-bodied children, but no other home would take in Judy. So although Judy is from a different district, she came to live with us. And Judy has this beautiful smile that she all day long, she just smiles and smiles at you. And she's just gorgeous. Okay. This is our Beatrice. Beatrice we've had many, many years. She's actually 15 years of age, and as you can see she was severely starved because she has a mental disability. So she's been with us a long, long time. Let me hear you say some noises. Woohoo! This is Sarah. Sarah is autistic, and the dadas here have taught her to walk, and this is a new skill that she's just learned, and she loves to walk. Are you going to walk for me? Look! Clever girl! Mina is our newest arrival here, and he has cerebral palsy. So we have quite a few children in this unit who are actually suffering from cerebral palsy. But he's doing really, really good. Another beautiful smiler. This is our youngest baby. He has come from another region because his mother was unable to take care of him. So he was just 10 months old when he came into care. And this is Mama Queenie, our longest serving member of our unit here. She has been with us 9 years now, and she does a marvellous job of taking care of our disabled children. This is Nelson. Nelson was brought to us by the Social Welfare Department after his mother developed a mental illness. So he's another very happy child. When people come to visit this unit, they go away with the impression just how happy these children are. You very, very rarely hear them cry. They're absolutely gorgeous. This is Abraham. He's been the longest in our unit. I found Abraham locked in a hut, left to die by his father. We only reached him within hours before he died. He spent 2 months in hospital recovering, and he is what we call high maintenance, along with Esther at the end and George here. They're high maintenance because they need constant attention from our staff. I could actually run a home with 50 able-bodied children than what it takes for me to run this unit. But what can you do? You have to do your very best to care for these precious children. Esther is blind. This is Joel at the end. He's both deaf and blind.